Hi, so my name's Filipa Pereira-Stubbs and I work at Addenbrooke's Hospital and I do the Dance for Health sessions with CUH Arts. So you may have met me before working on your wards, running music and movement sessions for patients and for staff, or you might have heard about the programme but haven't yet had a chance to join in. So this is a session that we have devised specifically for staff, and the idea is that at a point in the day that is convenient to you, where you know you've got at least 15-20 minutes to call your own, and hopefully sitting down somewhere where you are comfortable and out of the way and left alone, most importantly, this is something you could try. So as you can see, I'm sitting at home, wishing I could be helping out more in the hospital, but obviously respecting the guidelines. So all I need is my music and a chair and myself. And good to have a glass of water with you. And in essence, what we're going to do is use the mind and the body to really quickly just lift us to a place that feels more relaxed, more tranquil, and hopefully relieve any anxieties or physical difficulties that you might be experiencing. What's really important is to know that you know your body best. So listen to your body, go slow. There's no rush to this, there's no right, there's no wrong. It really is about just spending time in the body with lovely music on and enjoying yourself. So a good thing to do to start is to sit somewhere where your feet can reach the ground comfortably. If you're at work and you're on a chair that doesn't let your feet reach the ground, just grab a book, put your feet on the book. What's really good is to have that connection with the ground. Really good to sit comfortably and have a chair that supports your back a little bit. And I think sometimes we have this sense that we have to sit up straight and pull ourselves together, whereas in truth our spines aren't straight, they're curved, and it can be really healthy to just relax the back a little bit and use the support of the chair. So let's bring both hands to our legs, to our thighs, and it can be very comforting to just make that contact of bone to bone. And all we need to do is move our hands along our legs. So this is a kind of a self-massage, and it seems incredibly simple, but it's a way of beginning the connection. It's a way of waking up the nerve endings in the hands and just relaxing the nervous system. And it's a way of preparing for the rest of the relaxation. So all I'm doing is moving my hands towards my knees, perhaps taking my hands around my knees, and then back towards the core of the body. My shoulders are relaxed. Absolutely, all of us end up with our shoulders like this. All you need to do is just let them float down. My breath is gentle, light, easy. If you've got the space and time to close your eyes and take a couple deep breaths, that's great. But it's absolutely fine to breathe comfortably. So I'm going to take the movement into my fingers, just moving my fingers ever so slowly, lifting them up, engaging the wrists. So as you can see, my fingers connect my wrists, connect my elbows. When I lift my elbows, I'm shifting my shoulders. So let's just do that a couple times, lifting the elbows out, which gives the shoulders and the shoulder blades and the clavicle a chance to move. And what we're really doing is we're giving the opportunity for the ribs to shift and widen and open, stretching both hands out as far as feels comfortable. And when we shift our ribs, we open the lungs and we increase the capacity to breathe in a peaceful, light and gentle way. So really up to you. If you want to stretch your arms out and hold them out for a while, that's fine. If you're just enjoying floating the arms out to the peaceful music, that's great as well. And then just finally bring those hands back down to your lap. Check your shoulders, are they relaxed? Remind yourself to be supported by the chair. Lean back, take a moment. So whilst we're doing this, it's nice to work with your eyes open, but equally you can work with your eyes closed, because I will direct you with my voice. If you have your eyes closed, you can imagine yourself somewhere really peaceful, somewhere beautiful. So we're going to take the right hand and we're going to just lift that hand. I often say we're just going to float that hand up as high as feels comfortable. This isn't strenuous. It's again just giving the body a chance to open and to begin to move. Stretching that arm up, lovely. And we're going to repeat that on the other side, and this time just be aware that as my hand floats up, I'm making sure that the hip on the same side stays anchored. So what I'm really doing is going to push my hand up. I'm just establishing a lovely stretch, and if that feels comfortable, keep your hand there. And then just very gently slide away, opening up that stretch, and then coming back again and back down. If there's any muscle aches, any tension, just slow the movement down or do it in a lesser way so you're not stretching so tightly. So we're pushing the palm up, keeping that hip anchored, and then in your own time just slowly slide away from that hand, imagining the hand reaching up to the sky, bringing yourself vertical again, and then resting both hands on the lap. I'm going to go straight to the shoulders, simple rotation, really, really nice. Sometimes it can be nice to do one shoulder after the other. We get a lot of tension by the end of the day in our shoulders. Reaching our hands forward, we're going to just pull ourselves forward a little bit. So it's like I'm leaning forward, but I'm using my lap to support me. So I might just take my forearms into my lap so I can lean forward a little bit more. And what I'm doing is I'm stretching out my lower back. It can be really nice to go over as far as you like if that feels comfortable. Reaching all the way down in your chair and then slowly bringing yourself back up again. Now I know for me I can often get really lightheaded when I do that, so really only go as far as feels comfortable. Sometimes it's nice to cross your arms and use that support. That's a really good stretch for the lower spine. Drop your chin and then raise your head and then bring the body back up again. Fantastic. That's really, really good. Keeping the breath light, gentle, easy. So we're just going to think now about the feet and the legs and the hip. So just taking one foot, sliding it forwards, we're going to point the toe towards us and then back out again and slide it back to us. And then repeat on the other side. So we're just going to slide that foot forward, bring the toes towards us, and then point the toes back out again and slide back. So this obviously isn't marathon training, but it's a really soft and gentle way to get core muscles working. So I'm just repeating on either side. That's it. And it's really nice to know, as you do this, that this can all happen safely and comfortably on a chair. Okay. I'm going to just take my leg out to the side, my foot out to the side, and it's like I'm doing a little shimmy with my feet. I'm starting with one foot, moving my foot along, and what's happening here is I'm beginning to access moving my hips. There we go. And do that on the other side. It's just like you're doing a little shimmy with your foot, stepping out and then stepping back in again. And if you want to do it with both feet, that can be really nice as well. That's it. Lovely. Great. And if this feels comfortable, just take a moment to hook your hands onto your knee and just bring that leg up towards you and then back down again. On the other side, up towards you and back down again. Fantastic. And now finally we're going to just go back to the ribs and do a very gentle shimmy. So that's giving the torso a chance to move. You're fully supported by the chair. You're starting with just the ribs, and then you might just take that into a bit of a rotation, or you might just take that into a bit of a twist, putting one hand on the opposite leg to support that twist. When we do this, not only are we opening and releasing the spine by twisting just a little bit, but we're also giving all the organs inside a lovely massage. And so to finish, I'm just going to bring everything together. So I'm moving my hands, my elbows, my shoulders, my spine. And the idea of this is coordinating the whole body. Hopefully nobody's watching you doing this, so you don't feel too self-conscious. It can be really nice to do this with your eyes closed. Really listen to the music. And it's almost as if you allow yourself to be taken somewhere else. So when we move like this, spontaneously, we're sort of improvising, we're making it up, which means we don't really know what's going to happen next. But the beauty of doing this is that we're listening to the body, and before you know it, we're often reaching places in the body that just need a little bit of attention and a little bit of support. So I might find myself just moving my tailbone ever so slightly. You can barely see it, but it feels really good. And the whole way through, I'm just keeping my breath light and gentle. I'm not getting sweaty and I'm not getting tense. Great. Up to you how you'd like to finish. If you're at home and you're safe, you've washed your hands, it can be really, really nice to take the palms of your hands, give your hands a rub. I know we're not really supposed to be bringing our hands to our face, but if you've taken the precautions, just bring your hands over your eyes, keep your fingertips away, rest your arms on your chest, and just rest your head into the palms of your hands. So that's warm and soft and dark and peaceful. And just take the hands away. You can stay there for as long as you like. It's really up to you. And just finish off by bringing your hands back to your lap. Sometimes it's really nice to just bring the hands together. Checking your shoulders are relaxed, checking that your breath is relaxed, checking that your body is supported, and enjoying the fact that you've just done something really good for the body and for the mind, and enjoy that moment of peace and tranquility. Okay, thank you for joining in.